Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the Oklahoma City Lancers and the Sacramento Miners. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oklahoma City Lancers and the Sacramento Miners. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, he's not going to benefit at all.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
They're running it. Check the
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
To throw on 2nd down, Hernandez. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Hernandez. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Time right. We got 4.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. He will find Winslow. That's complete.
personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Ready to break. 58, 58, it's Mike. Hey, get in the weight room. Now.
Hernandez on 1st and 10. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Boom, all day.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Hernandez off the play fake. This one complete to Lacey, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Hernandez now going to throw on 3rd and goal, and he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. And his kick is indeed good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that. Right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
53, Mike, 53.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, look now at our starting defense. Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stopped him for no gain.
Check 53's Mike. Watch the pass.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem for me.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. 53. I'm scared.
On first down, Cole. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10.
4 down.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
56. Hey, tight down. There we go. Ready, go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
You get a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. A 10-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Now Hernandez. Off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there.
To throw is Hernandez. To throw on third down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no...
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Hey, watch the slant.
2nd and 6. Over the middle, complete. That's Pollard. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cole, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
On 2nd down, it's Cole. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 3.
They'll set up the throw.
Watch the run, watch
The
the
throw
run.
taken in by Cole. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, it's usually a good matchup for him.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd and 9 now. And that's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They're never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Looking to throw. Hernandez. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hernandez. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And again this time to the tailback. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Here we go. 30 base. That's it.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
Hernandez throwing on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ramos. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo. 58, right there.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Shoot.
Here's Hernandez operating from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Let's go. 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. 6.
You better be afraid of me.
Looking to throw. Hernandez. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are going to retake the lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Hernandez's pass complete to number 89. Touchdown, OKC.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. The point after is good, and the lead is now 10-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. 2nd and 2. Out to Cole on the right side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down. And that's exactly what he did.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Back to throw here. Open out on the left side. This is Cole. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Cole. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. The last play and the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Potter. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Austin Seibert on for the field goal. A 46-yard.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So here are our visitors to take over on offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's get there. Get.
Back to throw. Hernandez. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10.
Go. Clear.
50 seconds to Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Ready.
Hernandez now to throw again. This one caught by Winslow. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now Hernandez. A final shot before break. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Let's go!
So here is the home side to take over on offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it second down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
53 at the mic.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's get that ball. Ready, go.
Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Pick it up. Check 3. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and that is incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice take the field.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Hernandez. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Come on, fella.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Hernandez. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there. First down. And to give this time to the tailback. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. To throw is Hernandez. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he'll get this one complete to Winslow. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Go, Ken Lobo.
Pick your game up. Tight ends left. Tight ends left. 4 down. Check.
Get it.
Hernandez on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Oh, yeah.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Hernandez. Throw left side complete. That's Ramos. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. Back to throw. Hernandez. That's complete right around the 8. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Here's Hernandez. From the gun, he'll throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. As his guys are able to regain the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man in concert.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So that drive, 12 plays in length. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing.
He's got a man, complete. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Potter. A gain of 6 there on 1st. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
2nd and 4. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one's not fully over yet. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. 36.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Ready, go. Shoot.
Hernandez now to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Ramos.
Go now.
They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Mike 91.
Looking to throw. Hernandez. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Ready.
A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Here we go.
Big river.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2nd and 13. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ramos. The offense on 3rd down, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Hernandez. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
So here's the home side to take over on offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come over with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one, and a 1st down. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
53, check 53.
They'll drop the throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Silver.
1st and 10.
Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him. Complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll try the left side. Cole. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So here are visitors to take over on offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Hernandez. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You know, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
typically a blitz. And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Oh, and now he bowls him over. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. A fourth straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Back to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back to throw. 15 yards on the play, first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Number 53, Mike 53. You don't want none, baby. Shut up. Hey, you don't want to see. Shut up.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Cybert on for the PAT. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So that drives 7 plays in length. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. He's going to loft one deep left side. This is caught at the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15.
Let's go, baby.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for our visitors, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.